Hi everyone, welcome to this very special first podcast for second year ECE students in section 2. So let me tell you about these podcasts. The goal of them really is to help you survive your second year in the ECE program. And in order to do that, I'm going to be creating a new podcast approximately every 2 weeks. They'll only be 4 to 5 minutes long, so it won't take up too much of your time. I know you're all pretty busy. I'm going to upload them onto a website. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it. It's called YouTube. Some of you might have heard of it. And on YouTube, one of the great options is closed captions, subtitles. And so you can get those by clicking on the CC underneath the video. I'm going to post an announcement in that virtual class that I fake registered you all for. So that's a class that will appear on your Omnivox class list, but it's not a real class in that there's no assignments or grades or anything, but I can post an announcement there every time there's a new podcast. And as I said before, this is a podcast created especially for you, Section 2. And so all of your schedule and courses will be in the podcast. It's all especially for you guys in Section 2. So as you've already realized after having been through the first year of the ECE program, there are some important keys to surviving in CEGEP, and being organized is certainly one of those keys to success. So is time management, being able to manage your time in an effective, efficient way, especially those of you that are juggling lots of commitments, not only school but home, maybe your own children, work, other activities that you do. Managing that time is very important. Ultimately, keeping up, staying on track is one of the keys to success. And so if you're not already doing this, I'd like to encourage you to find some kind of system, a tool that can help you to stay organized and manage your time. This option here, your mom, no. She might have helped you in year 1, but in year 2, it's time to take responsibility on your own. So here are some other more real options. You've got your Vanier agenda. It's got a beautiful cover, but you could open it, and inside there are spaces to write down all kinds of information about your schoolwork. Maybe another kind of calendar might be more appealing, something with kitty cats. But maybe you're allergic to cats or find them distracting. So I think something like this could prove very motivating for Section 2. There are online options. You've got iCalendar, you've got Google Calendar, and a lot of these things you can also do on your beloved phone. If you have some great tips that you think other people could benefit from, send that information to me in the comments section on YouTube, and you may find yourself being interviewed in a future podcast, and you could become a podcast star. What am I going to do? Every podcast, I'm going to work from a calendar like this. And as I said, I have plugged in your very specific Section 2 information. So you've got practicum and your seminar there. I've put in teamwork. I've plugged in your approaches course, intro to practicum, and your intentional educator class and the lab. You'll also see that I'm doing a color coding kind of thing. That's one tip that I think can help you stay on track. I do that in my own calendar to stay organized, and that really helps me. I'll probably work 2 weeks at a time, but maybe 3 weeks, because we really want you to get out ahead of stuff and give yourself enough time so that you do stay organized and stay on track. And then in future podcasts, I will be highlighting different assignments and homework. The assignments that you see zooming up towards the screen now, those are fake. They are not real, so remain calm. But I am in the process of gathering information from all of your teachers, and so future podcasts I will be sharing real information about due dates, helpful tips for succeeding on assignments, things like that. So hopefully this will be helpful to you. There are ways for you to have input into this podcast and maybe personalize it a little bit more for Section 2. So for example, the theme or the look. I've got the green thing going, but maybe Section 2 you'd prefer something more like this, or something more streamlined like that. Something colorful maybe, or something soothing and calming with feathers. Let me know, Section 2, how you want your podcast to look. You can always, as I say, post your comments in the comments section on YouTube. If you are distracted by my face, you can also read a transcript, and you can get a full transcript of any podcast by clicking on the More button It's next to the share button. When you click on that, transcript will pop up as an option, and if you click on that, you'll get a full readout of everything that I have said. And of course, stay tuned for a new announcement every time there is a new podcast, especially for you in Section 2. That's it. Have a great week, everybody. Thanks. Bye.